A cover letter is the most important asset within your Upwork profile, and don't let anybody tell you any different. It is the very first point of communication between you and the client. The person that is paying you money to do work. Get this right and you will see results. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. My name is Tyler. I am an active and successful top-rated freelancer on Upwork. The purpose of this channel is to help you navigate through Upwork and other job marketplaces alike, and ultimately be successful in whatever it is that you do. Okay, so let's get straight into it. High-paying clients run busy schedules and they don't have time to run through long, boring, repetitive cover letters telling them your entire life story, where you got the skills from, how you got them. It's too much. Basically, what it is that they want is results. And another thing that you should realize is a cover letter is not a formal email or a formal letter. In actual fact, a cover letter is received in a client's inbox on Upwork as a DM or a personal message. So it looks like a text from you to the client. So why is it that you're introducing yourself with a name and telling the client what you do for a living when all of that information is on your Upwork profile? Your name is there, your work title is there, even boring information about what type of work you do is all in your bio already. So the following guide aims to help you break all of that down and just get into the core of writing a cover letter that gets results, real results. Check this out. Oh, and if it doesn't get you results, you should probably just give up. I'm just joking, don't give up. You should actually try harder if you don't get any results. Okay, so here is my guide. We're running first into what a cover letter should actually do. So first of all, it should explain why you are interested in the position or the company, and or show enthusiasm and motivation for the position. Okay, so you need to be interested. The next point over here is to maintain a consistent and confident tone. If you start out formal and you go very casual through the rest of the cover letter, it sounds silly. If you start out the opposite way, it also sounds silly. So keep your consistency. The next thing is what a good cover letter actually consists of. Now this is all very important, so listen closely. A personalized greeting. So you should be addressing the person that's posting the job. And if you can't find that person's name, then a simple hey or hi would do. Certain greetings like to whom it may concern, they're boring and they're outdated. That's the truth of it. Oh, and if you are trying to locate the client's name, you can actually go into the client's recent history section on a job, and all the way at the bottom, you'll find it there. Look through the reviews and see what other freelancers are saying within the reviews. Often they mention the name of the client. Another way is if you are receiving an invite, you can actually click on the original message from client and it should have their name right at the bottom of that message. The next thing is a strong opening sentence that grabs their attention. It's kind of like the thumbnail and the title of a YouTube video, if you must. It's the very first thing that they're going to read. So make sure that it's important and that it resonates with the client. You can connect to the company's values or mission as well. That is also very nice. And then make sure that you're writing error-free cover letters with no spelling errors or grammatical errors. I'm not saying that you need to be a professional writer. I'm just saying make sure that it sounds good and that it's written properly. The last thing over here is professional closing statement with a call to action. And this could be a request for an interview or a call or a meeting or a chat, whatever the case may be. But the important thing is that you need to close with a question, and I'll show you a very quick and short format that you can use repetitively in all of your cover letters, regardless of your industry. The next thing is a few signs of a bad cover letter, and this is also very important. So if you're doing any of these things within your cover letter, stop. Just stop right now. Stop. All right, so if you have generic or vague content that could apply to any job, it's not going to get you a job. Also, if you're repeating information that's already in your bio, it's boring and the client has already read that, and why are you repeating that? So like, why should I hire you? And then, as I mentioned before, typos, grammatical errors, sloppy formatting, oh my word. Just write it nicely so that it's readable. As I said, you don't have to be a professional writer, but just, read through it and see if it's actually easy to read. The next thing is lack of clear purpose or focus on the job being applied for. If you don't know what it is that they want, how are you going to actually complete the work for them? Make sure that you know what it is they want. See what you can actually do to add value to their job or their position or their company. And the last thing over here is not the last thing, my apologies, overly long, boring babbling on about how good you are, where you got your skills from, how long you've been doing it. Trust me, it's important. Your experience is important, but the client doesn't want to know all of that information. It's boring babbling on about how great you are. You will prove to the client how great you are when you tell them this is what you'll do and this is how you'll do it, and then do it. It's as simple as that. And now the last item here is too much use of cliche words or buzzwords without any substance. People tend to use big words because they think it makes them sound important and it makes them sound like they know what they're doing. At the end of the day, you're speaking to a human, not a robot or a machine. At the end of the day, they want to speak to a human. If you want to use unfamiliar terms, they're going to think you're a phony. That's the gist of it. So dumb down the language, make it simple and straightforward. Now, I'm going to share with you a couple of my own cover letters. Let me show you how simple the process is. 3 steps. First of all, hi. That's it. Put a name there, of course. And then, I've been through your website and I love the concept. This is the first time I've come across anything like this. I'd like to know more about the role. When can we meet? Greet. Make it personal. If you can't find the name, that's fine. But make sure that you have a greeting. Show some interest. This person now knows that I'm interested in his company. And then ask a question. It could be a simple question. I'd like to know more about this role. And then we always end off with a call to action. You end with an open statement because you want the client to respond. And psychologically, people will read that and they will want to respond because they see it's a question. An unanswered question in their DM or their message section in Upwork just doesn't look right. They kind of feel obliged. They should reply to that message. And that's how you will get a response to the client. From the client, not to the client. Cover letter number 2, good day. Personal name. I absolutely love your video idea. I would be thrilled to be a part of this project. When can I start? I'm showing a little bit of confidence. I'm also not babbling on about how good I am. It's simple, straight to the point. Likely they are reading through 10, 20, 30 cover letters and it's long and boring, and they come across one that just says, hey, let's just jump straight into the work. Cover letter 3, hey, greeting, a bit of context. Are you free to chat right now? That's a fantastic call to action. If you've got availability right now, and it doesn't have to be a video or a voice call, it can literally be the chat on Upwork. It's that simple. Cover letter 4, cover letter 5, cover letter 6. Every single one of them have the same idea, the same concept. And every one of these cover letters I've gotten a response from. It's not to say that I've gotten hired on every single job, because maybe the job doesn't match my skill set, or it doesn't match my preferences. Maybe I wasn't the right fit for the job, but I got a response from the client, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the point. Okay, so I'm going to do something a little different here. What I'd like you to do is go down into the comments section and tell me what it is that you do, and then give me your proposal to response rate. That means if you've written 20 proposals and you've gotten 1 response from a client, put it down in the comment section. There's no judging here. It's a free and open space. We all got to start somewhere. Then implement this strategy and see what results you yield. Come back to this video, check out the comment section, and comment again what your proposal to response rate is, and tell me if it's improved or not. Thank you for watching this far, and until next time, take care.